Opened a new facility on South Cobb Drive today, bringing all of its drug treatment programs under one roof.
Atlanta News First reporter Joshua Skinner was at that ribbon cutting, digging into how this program, which already works, might have just gotten even more effective.
In the past, if somebody sought help with addiction through Cobb County, they'd have to go to one of several different locations. Now, they can just go here.
Cobb County Courts has 4 accountability courts: veterans, drug, mental health, and parental. Today it opened a one-stop shop for its participants.
This building is now one place for all 3 of these accountability courts to work.
The purpose is to integrate where someone needs to be for treatment and when. Olivia Fidel is a graduate of the Cobb County Drug Treatment Court.
My habits were fentanyl and heroin.
Fidel says she hit rock bottom after a pulmonary embolism and heart attack at age 25. An addiction that ruined her relationship with her parents and 2 young children.
They couldn't trust me. I couldn't trust myself.
She spent 2 years in the program and was here today to celebrate the opening of the Cobb Treatment Court's facility.
This is wonderful. It gives us enough space, a comfortable vibe to be together and communicate. It's wonderful.
Before this, groups would have to meet in one of 3 rooms across Cobb County. The new facility has 6. Drug tests can also be done on site. It's the latest step up for a program that already boasts success, claiming more than 1,500 graduates and a less than 11% recidivism rate.
Great thing about this program is seeing lives recover, and that's why all of us do it.
For Olivia, it's streamlining treatment for whoever needs it, behind just one door.
There is success, and people do succeed, and we do recover.
In Cobb County, Joshua Skinner, Atlanta News First.